Hey guys, welcome to Gunpla News LITE for episode 18, May 2016. Yes, this month is going to be Gunpla News LITE because, as you guys know, actually in about 24 hours from now, I'm going to be on my way heading off to Japan, so I just don't really have the time to do the full Gunpla News 5 parts that I usually do. So this month, all I'm going to do is just cover a little bit of news and then just the new announcements that we got this month, and that's it. So I'm not going to do all the updates. I'm not going to talk about any featured kits. I am going to talk about a little bit about a couple of third-party kits that were announced that I do want to talk about those briefly as well. But anyway, this month's episode is only going to be one part, so hope that is okay with you guys, and let's just get it going with a few little points of news. As I said, I am heading off to Japan for a few days to go and make some videos for you guys. You should know that if you've been following my channel recently. And so if you want to see some live stuff from there, I'm going to be trying to do some live streaming on Facebook as well. So follow my Facebook page. It's just ZakuAurelius on Facebook if you don't already. Follow it there to get alerts when I go live on my Facebook page, then you can see that there. I'll hopefully be able to do some live stuff while in Japan. Another thing is to follow the Gunpla Talk page on Facebook. As you guys know, I do Gunpla Talk with some friends of mine here on YouTube once a month. And we're doing our 1-year anniversary contest now, so I recently did a video talking about that. Go ahead and check that out and like our Facebook page and follow our Facebook page there as well. Alright, so getting into some Gundam stuff. A new Gundam Crossbone and manga was announced. Is Crossbone Gundam Dust is the name of it, and it is a manga that's going to be starting in the September issue of Gundam Ace later this year and taking place shortly after the events of Victory Gundam in UC 168. So it should be pretty interesting. More Crossbone love just makes me think that the possibility of getting some sort of OVA or short mini-series similar to Thunderbolt, or even a full series of Crossbone, I don't know, it could be possible. Hopefully we'll see some Crossbone animation sometime in the near future, but it seems that Crossbone is still popular enough that we're getting a new manga as well, so I don't know, we'll just have to see. Possibly new kits. That's probably not likely unless we do get an animated series, but Crossbone is still relevant, at least for Sunrise there, so hopefully that means some good news for Crossbone fans sometime in the near future. Also, the Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt December Sky will be starting in June. Basically what this is just a collection of all 4 episodes just put into one sort of kind of feature-length film, basically. And it's also going to include a little bit of new footage too, apparently. I don't know how much exactly, but probably not that much if I had to guess. It's going to be having a theatrical release in Japan, of course, starting from June 25th, and then you'll be able to buy it on DVD and Blu-ray, again, in Japan. I don't know about if or when that's going to have an international release, but in Japan at least it'll be releasing later in July on DVD for 5,800 yen, on Blu-ray for 6,800 yen, and then a complete edition Blu-ray, which would just be like a sort of special edition, for 10,000 yen, quite pricey. And then the last little point of news that I just want to just mention briefly. Recently I've been getting a lot of friend requests on Facebook to my own personal account. I know when I share videos and stuff around on some of the Facebook groups, I often use my own personal account to share the videos. I don't accept friend requests anymore from people that I don't really know, so please don't send me any friend requests on Facebook if I don't know you, really, because I won't accept it. So that's all. Just recently I've seen an influx of that, so I just wanted to kind of mention that again to maybe some people who are new to following my channel. I have mentioned that before. Alright, so let's get into all the announcements for this month. We did actually have quite a lot of stuff announced. First thing is a Gashapon Senshi Dash Series number 6. Will be starting in May for 300 yen each. This set will include the Gundam F91. Interestingly, only that version, not the Harrison version as well. The Gundam Barbatos, the long-range booster, which you can use with the Gundam Barbatos, which is kind of cool. The S Gundam, which also looks pretty cool. And then the Denanzon and Denanzon custom version. They're those weird enemy mobile suits from Victory Gundam. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce the name, but that's kind of going off the Japanese there. Then next we have the Gundam Expand Series 2. This is that really weird series of figures that I hope they don't make too many of, because they're really just such an eyesore, so ugly to see. But Series 2 is out also in May for 300 yen each. That's going to include the Unicorn Gundam, the Banshee, the Char's Gelgoog, and then the regular mass production type Gelgoog. So yeah, there's those. And then we're getting a couple of these figurized busts. First two being Kira Yamato and Atheron Zala. These are going to be both out in June for 1,200 yen each. These are kind of interesting. I hope Bandai continues to make some of these, maybe for some other characters, but I don't know how many they're going to be doing here in this figurized set or sort of line. It's basically just a little head bust that you can put next to your kits or whatever if you're a fan of them. So I think the reason that they're starting off the line, if it's going to continue as a line, the reason they're starting off with Kira and Atheron is probably just because of the release of the Freedom 2.0. That doesn't really explain Atheron, but he's kind of friends with Kira, right? So anyway, moving on. Some more heads here. The Mobile Suit Gundam Machine Head series. Now, this is going to be out in August, and I've seen online it says that they're 450 yen each. That seems pretty low, considering what they look a little bit more than 450 yen worth, but that could be, I guess. The included heads here that we've got are the Zeta Gundam, the Rick DS, the Gundam Barbatos, the Hainu Gundam, and the Nightingale, which is quite a bit larger than all the rest of them. They do also seem to have clear versions that are going to be available as well. Possibly those are like secret versions that you'll just have to be like lucky to get. And then they also have like kind of armor opening gimmicks, like the armor of the heads, like maybe the sides of the head or top of the head or something. Maybe it's different on different ones. Can kind of open up as well. So that's really cool kind of gimmicks there. So those do look pretty interesting. Personally, I'm very interested. I would be very interested in having the Hainu head. That looks pretty cool. Especially the clear one as well. It does look pretty interesting. So we'll have to see. That's out in August though, so a little bit farther down the line. Then getting into some kits now, the theatrical exclusive version of the HG High Mobility Type Zaku, the Origin version. This is in a limited clear color. So it's kind of limited, kind of sparkly clear. And the cool thing about this kit is that you can make either the Gaia, MASH, or the Ortega custom. So it includes all the weapon sets for all three of those. So that's kind of cool about that. And of course, it's just clear and exclusive. That's going to be out in May at the premiere of the episode 3 of Gundam the Origin, out in May 21st for 2,600 yen. So 2,600 yen is also pretty cheap for that if you can actually get it for that price in Japan. So that's that. Then getting to some p-bandai stuff, we have the p-bandai MG Powered GM out in July for 3,000 yen. I was kind of surprised at this at first. I thought that was just a regular MG already, but apparently it's not. So that will be out. Looks pretty cool. Probably going to be using a GM 2.0, I guess, or possibly the GM Type C kit, and then just like modified from that. I'm not sure. Actually, looking at it more, it is probably a Type C, and I think Tim mentioned that to me, and he would know a lot better than I am. I'm not really too familiar with the Master Grade GM kits, but anyway, there's that. Then there's also the p-bandai Master Grade Zeta Plus Unicorn version. This one's out in June for 3,200 yen. This looks like a very barely different version of the Zeta Plus. Just going to be slightly changed here for the Unicorn version. Yeah, I don't know. Not really too exciting there, really. The p-bandai Master Grade Gyaradoga Unicorn version is also out in June for 5,400 yen. It's a much more expensive Master Grade to begin with. This one does look interesting, and I'm actually considering buying this one because really the only thing different about this is that it's the sleeves version, so it has parts there around the cuffs for the sleeves, and I think it also has a different connection piece for the shield as well. Someone said something about the shield connection is a little bit different. the only reason I'm really considering getting that is just because I do like the look of the Master Grade Gyaradogo kit, and I've heard it's a good kit. So I'd like to get the kit someday in the future. I'm not really in a hurry to get it anytime soon, but I think if I'm going to have the kit, I would prefer to have the sleeves version, so might as well just spring for this P-bandai kit now, because it's going to be harder to find later on down the line. So I might be picking that one up. I haven't totally decided yet. Then also the P-bandai HG Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam Barbatos Complete Set out in July for 3,000 yen. Kind of interesting that this is the same price as the Powered GM kit. But basically what this is a Gundam Barbatos HG kit that comes with all the different parts you need to make every single different form of the Gundam Barbatos. So, I mean, basically for 3,000 yen for that, and especially if you're living abroad, then you're probably going to be paying closer to $40 or $50 for this if you're living in somewhere like America. For the same price, you could probably buy a Barbatos 6th form and a Grays kit that you would need, for one of the other parts, the Schwalbe Grays or regular Grays. I don't know, whichever you want. But my point is that you could probably just have this for the same price or less for whichever form you wanted. It's kind of a stupid release. I don't really see the point of that, but it's just Bandai trying to make more money off of the very, very popular HG Gundam Barbatos. So I don't know, kind of silly though. And the last P-bandai thing we've got here is not actually a kit, but it's the Mobile Suit Gundam Zabi Family Fountain Pen. So it's a Zeon kind of Zabi themed fountain pen for 7,000 yen. Quite expensive, about like $60, $70, out in October. So I'm sure there's going to be some hardcore fans that are going to love that, especially some hardcore Zeon fans that are probably going to think that's pretty cool. It comes in a cool box that you can keep it in that you're probably just going to keep it in forever. So it's kind of interesting anyway. And then let's get into the normal release stuff. There's really only a few of them. But some big news here was the Master Grade Full Armor Gundam Verka, the Gundam Thunderbolt version. So it's the full armor Gundam from Gundam Thunderbolt. Now we're going to be getting in Master Grade form, and not only Master Grade, but a Master Grade Verka, which is really awesome. The images that we've seen of it so far look amazing. No images of it with a base though, so maybe not coming with a base. Maybe it's going to have like some little stands similar to the Master Grade Full Armor Unicorn Gundam that didn't have a base, it just had little stands for the fuel tanks in the back. This one maybe will have something similar, or maybe something similar to the Hainu Verka, where it just has like a kind of clear third leg kind of going out the back of it. Maybe something like that, I'm imagining, is probably going to be more likely than a full-on action base for this, like the Master Grade Funichiro Nishida. Probably not like that. But yeah, it looks really cool. The first image that we had of it showed cloth on the joints. You can see cloth on the elbow joints and in the shoulders, some kind of cloth covering. So I'm guessing that's going to be included as a kind of gimmick of the kit, some cloth coverings for the joints. But all the later images after that don't show that. So that just kind of reaffirms for me that wasn't just like something that was like just added just for that first image. I don't know. Seems pretty sure that that's going to be included with the kit, just because of the fact that later images don't have it. I don't know if that sort of makes sense, because the later images are just showing just like the raw kit without anything else on it. So I'm sure we're going to be seeing more of that pretty soon, as the kit is due out in July, so not too long now, just a few months. For 7,000 yen, a little bit high price tag, but it's quite a big kit. And I also read online that it's going to be a totally new kit as well, so it's not going to be, I imagine it's possibly going to be using a handful of parts, maybe from the 2.0 frame, possibly, but I really don't know. I think that is a possibility though. But from what I've seen online, I've seen it mentioned that it's going to be a totally new kit, so we'll just have to see. Then I also saw the rumor of a Master Grade Psycho Zaku as well. I haven't seen any official information about this though, so I'm not entirely sure. I'll just say that the information that I saw said that there's going to be a Master Grade Psycho Zaku, and it's also going to be a Verka out later this year. I hope that's true, and I believe it. but I don't quite believe. The thing that makes me a little bit not believe it is the fact that it was mentioned to be a Verka. Kotoki has never done. They've never had a master grade Kotoki version of a Zaku. The closest thing would be the Shinanju, and that's still quite a bit different from a Zaku. I think that's not to say that I don't think that he would do a Zaku, but just because he hasn't, just makes me kind of think that maybe it won't be a Verka, maybe it'll just be a regular master grade, probably using the master grade 2.0 Zaku frame, and then just, all of the Psycho Zaku parts. But again, at this point, I don't really know. I haven't seen anything official on it, so can't really say anything with too much certainty. Next in the 1/100 scale Iron Blooded Orphans line is the Gundam Trooper. We were wondering if it was going to happen. Is it going to happen or not? We finally got the confirmation. Yes, it is happening, and it's coming out in July as well for 3,000 yen. So 3,000 yen for the 1/100 scale Kimura's Trooper. Looks pretty cool. Just an upscaled, more detailed version of the HD, similar to the regular Kimura's. And depending on your taste, that may or may not be good for you. I don't know, but it should be interesting. At this point, it's the last kit to be coming out of Season 1 so far, unless something else gets surprise announced. Then next, the HG Gundam The Origin MSD series. That's their Mobile Suit Discovery kind of MSV kind of series. It's the Gundam Local Type. This is going to be out in July as well for 2,000 yen. Kind of interesting. The most interesting part for me is the price. 2,000 yen seems very high for what we've seen in the pictures. All we've seen in the pictures is just a really basic Gundam. Very simple design. It only has a small shield and a kind of machine gun. And so for all that's included, that shouldn't cost any more than 1,200, 1,400 yen, maybe max 1,400 yen. But the fact that it's 2,000 yen means that, to me, that means that there's something else included that we haven't seen yet. So what that is, I don't know yet, or I don't know, maybe it's like a lot bigger than the normal kit, but I don't think that's going to be it either. I would guess that I haven't looked at the actual statistics for the kit. I'm guessing it's the same normal height, like 18 meters or whatever, but I haven't actually looked at any official information about that Gundam. I don't really know too much about it, to be honest, but I imagine it's normal height, and what I would guess is that there's something else included that we just haven't seen yet. So what that would be, I'm not too sure. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'll have to check the wiki page. I guess maybe there'd be some hint there. I haven't read the Origin, and I don't think this appears in the Origin just because it says it's labeled as MSD, so that means it's just kind of like side kind of art. Speaking of art, the artwork for the design looks really cool. The kit itself looks like it doesn't really match the artwork. The feet especially look really big, and the ankle articulation looks pretty terrible. The head looks way too small. I don't know. The kit just doesn't look quite right to me. But anyway, and the last couple of things here are the HG Pucci Guy. You thought the Pucci Guy was just like old news, but no, they're going to make two new versions of the Pucci Guy. One is Cha-Cha Brown, and the other one is Milk White. These are going to be out in July for 500 yen each, just a brown and white versions of the Pucci Guy. So apparently the Pucci Guy is not dead, but is going to continue to get new versions into the future. Alright, so that's it for all the official release, new announcement stuff. There are a couple of third-party things that I do want to talk about. Samuel Decal posted recently on his page, and I think it was posted elsewhere online as well, that the Magic Toys, the company that made the Master Grade Hazel kit, is going to be making a Master Grade Advanced Hazel. So that's really cool. It really, it's mostly the same kit, right? So they just have to add some new parts, change the colors, and all of that. They're probably going to be making that, I would assume, in the Blue Waters colors, the kind of darker blue color scheme that it should be. So this is just an example image here of what the Advanced Hazel looks like. We don't have any actual images from Magic Toys yet, but just got the posting about that they are apparently going to be producing that. Another one is the Devil Arts MG Providence Gundam. Now, I think Devil Arts, as far as I know, is a new company. I haven't heard that name before. I don't think they've really made anything else that I know of. but they're going to be producing this Master Grade Providence Gundam. Here is just a couple of prototype images that we have so far. I think it looks really cool. As you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a long time, I really like the design of the Providence Gundam. It's actually one of those designs that, surprisingly, I'm really quite into. I thought the 1/100 scale kit, although its proportions are not great, the 1/100 scale kit is pretty cool. This one looks really cool, though, the new design of it. If I had to guess, it's going to be using the inner frame of the Master Grade Seed kits, just the same inner frame as the rest of the Master Grade Seed kits. That would be my guess about that, and so that probably is just going to be copied, but they're going to be making all new armor and everything. Of course, is going to be all new for this. So again, at this point, it's just a prototype. We don't have any other price or release date information, but I hope this goes through, and I hope this actually gets made because I really want that. You know, if Bandai was actually going to make a Master Grade Providence Gundam, I'd love it, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. So I'm looking forward to checking this kit out if it does actually get made. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Mechanicore Cubile, because we have got a lot more information about that. Finally, recently, we got a lot more images as well. So the kit is going to be available in 3 different colors. We kind of knew this before, but not really. It was really vague. But now we know it's going to be available in white, clear red, and then there's some confusion about the third color, whether it's clear blue or clear purple. Apparently, Mechanicore put out official information that it's going to be clear blue, but the official images that they put out show it's pretty clearly purple there in images. So that's a little bit confusing. I don't really know which color it's going to be. Hopefully it ends up being purple. I don't know. We'll have to see. But basically, the white version of the kit is going to be $165. And then the clear blue and clear red are going to be more expensive, $208 for those. At least I'm reading the prices from Samuel. Now, I don't know about other sites how much they're going to be selling it for, but I would recommend you buy from Samuel because I've always had great experience and I always buy from him, so that's who I would recommend. King's Toyland would be another one that I know other friends of mine have used, King's Toyland, and they're also a good shop to work with, apparently. Now, aside from the kit, there are some other options as well that you can buy separately. Now, one of the options is the weapon set. The weapon set is including the very long Buster launcher, a shield, and then a set of LED sabers. So the kit is going to come with beam sabers, but they're not including an LED. In the weapon set, you can get ones that do include LEDs. So this set is also going to be coming in 3 different colors, and again, it's different prices. For just the white version, it's $35 for a set. For the clear red or clear purple blue, it's $43 for the weapon set. And then the other option that you can get for this kit is the base, the action base for it. The base only has one color, just gray for this, and it's going to be $43 for the base. So say, for example, you want the white kit, the white weapon set, and a base. That is going to be costing you something like $240, something like that, total for everything. Kind of a lot. Personally, I don't really like the look of the weapon set, so I'm not getting the weapon set at all, just totally passing on that. But yeah, so if you want to pre-order that, I would highly recommend you do pre-order that as soon as you can from Samuel. You can check him out on Facebook, get his email address there, send him an email. The pending release date for that is around the middle of August. So hopefully it will be getting them maybe around the end of August, and they won't be delayed too much more after that. The few concerns about this kit, of course, is going to be the plastic surface quality. One thing that's been the biggest problem with Mechanicore kits, all of them in the past, have had the surface of the plastic quality has not been the most smooth. So this one, especially because it's dealing with clear parts, the surface quality is really, really important. Now, apparently they're using some new system that's going to ensure that the quality is going to be super high quality. I hope so, and hopefully it works out. We'll have to see when we actually get the kits. But that is kind of my big concern about the kit. Now, what I'm going to be doing, of course I'm going to be getting the kit. How I'm going to be getting the kit is I'm going to be, I ordered together with my friend here in Korea, Alex. We ordered both the white version and the purple version, blue-purple version. And Alex said he's okay with getting whatever color, he doesn't really care. Me, I'm pretty sure I want the white. I'm interested in seeing the clear purple. So basically, we're going to get both of them here. I'm going to check them out. I'll unbox both of them and show them both to you guys so you'll be able to see the clear version and the regular version. And then as far as which kit I keep, I'll just decide, and then Alex is going to take the other one that I don't want. Probably what we're going to end up doing, the idea that I had, was just actually sharing some of the armor. So like, I think probably what I'll end up doing is just keeping the white version, but then maybe swap a couple of plates of armor to have a few clear purple parts on my kit. I think will be really cool. So that's just an idea. Maybe if you have a friend who's also interested in getting the kit, maybe try something like that. It would be cool. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for that kit. It's going to be coming with a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, decal sheet and probably some photo etch parts in there as well. Things like that. So, looks like a cool kit. Guys, thank you for watching this Gunpla News LITE version. I'm off to Japan, so stay tuned here on my channel. There's going to be a lot of cool videos coming in the near future from Japan. Stay tuned to my Facebook page for the next few days, as I'm going to be trying to do some live streaming while I'm there. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions or comments about anything, leave those down below. Otherwise, see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.